Have you ever wondered, could sleeping on your left side with high blood pressure be quietly putting pressure on your heart? Today, we'll explore the very real and surprisingly important story of Helen, a 71-year-old woman. A small change in her sleeping position, triggered by something she read online, seemed harmless at first. But that single worry kept her up night after night, and slowly made her blood pressure harder to control than ever before.
Hello, doctor. My name is Helen. I'm 71 years old. I've been living in Florida with my husband for about 45 years now. We keep up with our little daily routines, a morning walk around the neighborhood, then in the evening, we either watch an old movie together or read. Overall, I try to live a healthy lifestyle, low sodium diet, taking my blood pressure meds regularly and going to bed early. But recently, I came across an article online that's been stuck in my mind ever since. It said that sleeping on your left side could put pressure on your heart and that it might be dangerous for people with high blood pressure. The thing is, my go to sleeping position for years has always been on my left side. I curl up with a small pillow, bend my knees a bit, and usually fall asleep quickly. But after reading that article, I got so anxious that night I forced myself to sleep on my back, then switched to my right side, but my shoulder went numb and I ended up losing sleep the whole night. A few days later, I kept trying to change my sleeping position, but I just couldn't settle. I kept tossing and turning all night, and in the morning, I felt drained and my blood pressure was higher than usual. My husband told me not to worry so much, said I was overthinking it. But deep down, I still felt uneasy. I keep wondering, is sleeping on the left side truly dangerous for someone with high blood pressure? Or am I just stressing myself out over something that might not even be true? Doctor, can you help me understand this better? I just want to sleep peacefully again without this cloud of worry hanging over me every night.
Dear Mrs. Helen, first of all, thank you for sharing your story so openly. Concerns like yours, even if they may seem small, actually touch on a deeper worry that many older adults carry. Because once we reach our 60s, sleep isn't just about getting enough rest anymore. It becomes a key part of keeping our blood pressure stable, supporting our mental well-being, and protecting our heart health. Now, to your question, is sleeping on the left side dangerous for people with high blood pressure? The short answer is, there is no solid scientific evidence to support that claim. So where did this rumor come from? A lot of online articles tend to mix up two very different conditions: high blood pressure and severe heart failure. In a few rare cases, when a person has advanced heart failure, doctors might advise them not to sleep on their left side because that position can sometimes make them feel short of breath. This happens due to pressure on the heart, especially if the heart is already enlarged or there's fluid buildup around the lungs. But for people who only have high blood pressure and don't have heart failure, this risk basically doesn't exist. High blood pressure is usually managed with medications, diet, and lifestyle changes. It doesn't mean the heart is weak or that it's easily compressed by a sleeping position. In fact, some studies have even shown that sleeping on the left side can improve blood flow in certain people, especially those with vein-related issues or pregnant women. However, these findings aren't broad enough to be considered general advice, and they certainly don't mean the position is harmful. Another big factor that fuels unnecessary worry: the spread of unverified information on social media. Sometimes, all it takes is a clickbait headline like, "Could your sleeping position trigger a stroke?" And suddenly, people like Mrs. Helen are rethinking lifelong habits, even though no solid evidence is actually provided. So here's the bottom line. Listen to your body. If sleeping on your left side feels comfortable, helps you fall asleep easily, and you're not waking up with chest tightness or fatigue, then it's still a safe and suitable position for you. Dear Mrs. Helen, what concerns me most isn't whether someone sleeps on their left or right side. It's the quiet worry that so many older adults carry inside, simply because of something they read without a clear source. When you or anyone at your age start changing a well-established, comfortable habit out of fear, the consequence isn't just a restless night of sleep. Disrupted sleep can actually raise your blood pressure. Not getting enough rest or sleeping poorly is one of the key reasons why blood pressure can rise slightly but consistently the next morning. During sleep, our body goes into recovery mode. Blood vessels relax and blood pressure naturally tends to drop. But if you're lying there tossing and turning, anxious about whether your left side is pressing on your heart, then it's that very stress and forced sleeping posture that could be throwing your blood pressure off balance, not the position itself. Forcing an unnatural sleeping position can lead to muscle strain, shoulder pain, or numbness. As we age, our joints and muscles aren't as flexible as they used to be. Forcing yourself to sleep on your right side or on your back when your body is used to sleeping on the left can easily result in numbness in your arms or legs due to poor circulation, shoulder or neck muscle tension, back pain or hip stiffness upon waking. And when your body feels sore and tired after a poor night's sleep, it often sets the tone for a low-energy day, a drop in mood, and yes, even unsteady blood pressure levels. Misunderstanding can create fear, and that fear takes a toll on mental health. Sometimes it's the invisible fears that wear us down the most. When older adults start to believe things like, if I sleep on my left side, something bad might happen to me. That fear can creep into moments that should be peaceful, like bedtime. If this worry continues, it can lead to chronic insomnia, anxiety, or even mild depression in older age. And as you probably know, when our mental well-being suffers, blood pressure becomes even harder to manage. Sleeping on your back isn't always safe, either. Many people assume that lying on their back is the most neutral, harmless position, but in reality, it can lead to mild sleep apnea, especially in individuals who snore loudly, are slightly overweight, or have a shorter neck. And sleep apnea, even in its mild form, is a major contributor to elevated blood pressure, though it often goes unnoticed. So, Mrs. Helen, sometimes when we try to fix something that wasn't broken just because we believe something that isn't true, we end up creating more trouble for our health. And at your age, peace of mind and deep, restful sleep are more precious than any pill. After everything we've talked about, perhaps the most important takeaway is this. There's no one-size-fits-all sleeping position, only the one that feels best for your own body. Here are some simple, practical tips that you, Mrs. Helen, and anyone watching can try at home to help maintain steady blood pressure while also enjoying deeper, more restful sleep. If you're used to sleeping on your left side, keep doing it, as long as it feels comfortable. Several studies have shown that sleeping on the left side can actually help improve circulation, especially in the abdominal area and lower limbs. For people with high blood pressure, good blood flow is a definite plus. If you're not experiencing shortness of breath, chest pain, or discomfort, and you sleep well in that position, there's no need to change it. In fact, uninterrupted, deep sleep has a far greater positive effect on blood pressure than forcing your body into a new, unfamiliar sleeping position. Use pillows the right way to support your sleeping position and reduce pressure. Sometimes the right pillow in the right place can completely change the quality of your sleep. Here are a few simple tips. Place a pillow between your knees when sleeping on your side to keep your spine aligned and reduce pressure on your hips and knees. Tuck a small pillow behind your back to prevent rolling onto your back during the night. If sleeping on your side causes shoulder numbness, try a softer pillow or use a long body pillow to support your upper arm. These small adjustments can help prevent discomfort that might wake you up at night, helping you enjoy deeper sleep and maintain more stable blood pressure. Consider sleeping on your right side if you have digestive issues. For some people with acid reflux, sleeping on the left side can occasionally cause discomfort in the upper abdomen. In those cases, lying on the right side may help relieve symptoms. However, this is a fairly specific situation. If you don't have a history of stomach problems, there's no need to worry about this. Choose a mattress that suits older adults' needs. Sometimes it's not the sleeping position, but the mattress itself that's causing shoulder or hip discomfort when sleeping on your side. If the mattress is too firm, pressure builds up on areas like the shoulders and hips, making you shift positions frequently, which leads to interrupted sleep. A mattress with moderate support and a soft top layer can help you stay comfortable in a side sleeping position and maintain better sleep quality through the night. Track your blood pressure in the morning after each sleeping position. Here's a simple but practical tip. If you're still feeling unsure, try tracking your blood pressure each morning after sleeping in a different position each night. Write the numbers down in a small notebook, and before long, you'll start to notice which position helps you sleep better and keeps your blood pressure the most stable. This is also a powerful way to listen to your own body instead of being led by fear from things you read online. To sum it all up, dear Mrs. Helen, sleeping on your left side is not dangerous for someone with high blood pressure as long as you feel comfortable and don't have any specific heart conditions. What truly matters is creating a quiet sleep environment, choosing a position that suits you, and keeping your mind at ease, because quality sleep is the best natural, free, and effective blood pressure medication you could ever have. Dear Mrs. Helen, and to everyone watching, we've taken a little journey together today. From the initial worry about sleeping on the left side, to understanding the science behind it, and finally, to discovering some simple, down-to-earth solutions. Here's the key takeaway. There's no scientific evidence that sleeping on your left side is dangerous for people with high blood pressure unless there's a serious underlying heart condition. It's often the unnecessary worry or trying to sleep in an uncomfortable position that causes blood pressure to fluctuate, not the sleeping position itself. The most important thing is this: listen to your body. If a certain position helps you sleep deeply and wake up feeling well, then that is the safest position for you. Practical tips to try. Tonight, stick with your usual sleeping position if it feels comfortable, especially if you prefer sleeping on your left side, as long as there's no chest pain or shortness of breath. Add a small pillow between your knees or behind your back for better support if you sleep on your side. This can help you stay in one position through the night without waking up from soreness or numbness. And finally, remember this: a peaceful night's sleep can sometimes do more for your blood pressure than medication if you know how to truly listen to your body. Thank you, Mrs. Helen, and thank you, dear viewers, for staying with us until the very last minute of today's video. If you've ever found yourself wondering, which sleeping position is best for keeping my blood pressure steady? Or if you've ever changed the way you sleep just because of something you read online, please know you're not alone. We'd truly love to hear your story. What's your usual sleeping position? Do you have any little tricks that help you sleep more soundly? Leave us a comment below. We read every single one and sometimes reply faster than a nap interrupted by a ringing phone. And if you found today's discussion helpful, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Each week, we bring you calm, easy to understand, and meaningful health tips to help you care for your heart, your mind, and your quality of life.